see you both there. Look, hello, this is Abigail and this is Rose's granddaughter, and we're going to do this picture today. We're going to have a go together. I haven't done water and pastel with you for a long time, so we're going to use these lovely unison pastels today, nice soft pastels with water, because we've done pastels and we've done watercolour, but we haven't used the two together for a long time. And this is a scene in Provence in France, lovely blue azure waters, and we're going to really push these colours because the printing has made them a bit dead, a bit black, hasn't it? We're going to use a lot more purple and rich lovely colours in this. And we're going to start by making a background with water on watercolour paper. Abigail's got some knot paper, which is the intermediate paper. That's the rough, it's a fume surface look. It's not really smooth, is it? But it's not really rough either, it's just in the middle. And I've got a smooth one over there, so we're going to show the difference in them. And that'll give us some texture. And the thing is, when we put the pastels on, these soft pastels on, after they've had water mixed with them and they dry, they stay there. They're like paint, they won't come off, which is good, isn't it? So we can put more colours on top. So if you make a mistake, it's not a big deal because we can change it. See? Whereas with watercolour it's difficult because you can't change it so easily. So we're going to paint on all of these light colours first, and then we're going to put the dark colours over the top, alright? And we're going to fix these light colours with water. We're going to put the colours on. I'm going to show you on my picture first, and you're going to follow it on what you do. The first thing we need to know really is just where the colours are going to go. And I think just to get you started, what we'll do is I'll just take a light grey here, just to get you started off. Now look, if I make my, you've got your one there, put those over to one side a minute, that's it. If I make this into quarters and eighths, do you know what I mean by quarters and eighths? We are, look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters. Halfway, halfway again. That's easy, isn't it? So if I do the same over here, it's approximately halfway, isn't it? Yeah. Approximately halfway again, approximately halfway again. We do it there and there like that. This is a great way to scale up, as we call it, to make a picture fit onto the next one. So if you do the same here, and I'm only going to use this grey colour for the beginning, we're going to cover this over completely so nothing will show later. Yeah. Nice and easy. So this is a way you've learned already today now to make things the same size and shape. Right, so if we look here, look, this bit of sea comes about there. So it's about there on here, isn't it? You see what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, that one's a bit low.
That's right, yeah. So we're going to make a light, that's going to help you out, make a light line just across here. Now that's about where this blue sea comes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So where does the tree comes? Let's have a look here. That middle of that tree is about where on there? This comes about where on here? About there?
Yeah.
That's it, yeah. So if we make that tree like that, look, that shape, yeah?
Yeah.
Now this one comes in where? Over there. Show me where that branch comes in. Next one up. So that's halfway. Yeah, about there, yeah. So if we make a shape there, like that, try and draw that. Where does that shape start? About there and finish about here?
It'd be like above there.
So this sort of shape here. Do you want to just draw that shape in for me then?
Like from there.
So all the way down to there. That's great, yeah, that's good, that's it. And then we've got this shape. This is a more complicated shape, isn't it? Where does it start? It starts just about here, my thumb is. Yeah, so it comes in and down to here, right down there, look. Right down to there. Whoa, that's it. Curve around here, comes around and up here, because it comes around like that, look. A bit bigger, so we'll come here, that size there. And where did it come up to? Look, this line here, it comes right up to here.
Oh, wow.
So it goes up there, that's it, up to here, look, comes from there, up there, round here. A very light blue for the sky. That one, yeah.
Need that one.
We need that one, aren't we? Yeah. Do you think it might be more than one colour? I think that one's a good start.
Yeah.
If we make the whole sky in that one,
it might look a bit boring.
no, it'll be alright. Just put your picture down as good as it is. Put your picture there where I've just been sitting a minute because I'll get another chair. Right, so we will do this colour for the whole of that bit of sky. Then we want another colour for down here, which is a little bit darker. What about that one?
Yeah.
So we've got that one, that one. What are you going to want for here, do you think? It's a sort of mid-grey. This sort of a purpley colour. Let's try that one. So those are your three for the moment. Right, so I'm going to go over here now, but change the camera. My unison pastels, and I'll now come up to my paper. Come back a bit, and there we are ready to paint. Right, we're going to start with the sky then, Abigail. And that was that light blue, wasn't it? The very light one. That was this blue. That's the one you've got there. That's it.
Yeah. That's
and all I want you to do is totally cover this sideways with the pastel. Look, sideways.
All the way.
Silly Pete. He hasn't drawn out his picture yet. Just quickly draw mine out with that colour. Just quickly, so I know where things are going.
All over the tree and that.
Yeah. Don't worry about that. Just go around those shapes. So leave these shapes. Okay, that shape and that shape. we just go around the shapes here. Alright, so we've got that there, talking about around the shapes and the right. That comes up through there, through here. Now this is...
the colour of the tree light blue.
That's fine, that's good.
Yeah.
Right, what we're going to do next, we've got enough there, let's have a look. Yeah, that's good. Okay, what I want you to do next is take that big wash brush you've got. This is called a wash brush, okay? This one.
My hands are all blue.
Yeah, they will be. And wet the brush. And we might have to put more paint on yet, but I want you to paint that onto the pastel like this, look. And I want you to paint the pastel into plenty of water, and I want you to make the pastel into paint by doing this. See how I'm using different brush strokes? Yeah, you see I'm doing different brush strokes? Not just one way, but all over the place, just going different directions, like this. And it turns it into paint. Right, I'll watch you doing it now. That's great. That's like all different directions, so when you're painting, you go like this and like that, and yeah, okay? Right up into the edges of it, go over the lines a little bit. That's great, that's good. Right, ready, Abigail? Ready for the next stage. Right, we'll take the same pastel and come back onto the wet paint and do it again. I'm going to put a bit more paint on, and you see it doesn't move underneath, look. It's all settled, hasn't it? It doesn't move underneath much, so we can put more pastel on top now.
It's getting like darker.
I want it darker and stronger, that's right. I want it to be much, much stronger and darker with this lovely turquoise. And then we do the same again. We come back and take the water and put some more on. And we can even put it on when the water is already wet on there. But your paper is actually taking it better than mine.
Yay!
So, there we go. We've got lovely paper there. That's the SAA practice paper, but it's a good paper. So I'm going to put a bit more colour onto there. You see we get this lovely texture in the sky now, yeah?
Yeah.
A bit more on there. There we go. And that's about right. Now that's going to be called fixed. When that's dry, that's going to be what they call fixed. It won't move. It's going to stay put, stay there, like my dog, stay there. That's good, right.
You got some.
Ready for the next stage then, are we? Just make sure you come straight along that line there on the sea. Make sure you've got a fairly straight line there, look, along the sea. Right, now we come down to our next blue, which was, so that one can go back into the box in a minute. Just lay it on top of the box and put it in. Let's lay it there. Right, your next blue, and I want you to do exactly the same thing with your next blue. But I want you to do it down here. And don't forget to leave the bit of tree behind so you know where the tree is.
Yeah.
Right. Yep, and now you take the brush in the water again, just like we did before. And we work that water and pastel together until we get a nice heavy coat.
Can you like
here.
blend these?
We're going to do blending in a minute. This is what we call a base coat. This is what we call a base coat, just to sort of thin that down there a bit, just to get the paint on the surface and give us a coat that will glow through underneath all these colours. And this will go really dark, won't
It looks a
it?
bit like a bird. Look.
Right.
Peter, look, it looks like a bird.
Yeah, that's alright. No, it's going to go, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so now we paint this one on, lots of water. So you see I've put these branches in now, haven't I? All the way through. So you're going to work out where they are again.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you that trick in just a minute. Bring that out there. These branches coming down here. Much, much stronger here. Now,
I can't see where the branches are.
you've got to work them out. So this is the difficult part because we haven't drawn them in. We've only just drawn the basics, haven't we? So what I want to show you now, just watch this bit a minute. Just stop a minute and watch. Now, this is what you know how to do this bit because this is just painting. But what I want to do, you see all these little twigs and details here like this?
Yeah.
Yeah. See the tip of the brush, look. I'm going to bring this up and I'm going to tickle with the brush outwards like that. Just tickle, 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 tickle. So that's little tickles, and then I'm going to use little stabs, stab, 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 to make the leaves. Now if I come onto the tree itself, I can make the tree, I can drag this colour up with the water on my brush, so put more water on if you want to. I can drag it right up and through here, look, like that,
So like this.
through there, and now here we've got more tickles. So here I'm going to paint that in, then I'm going to tickle, tickle, tickle through here. And you see how these shapes are here, look. make the same shapes with the brush if you can. Tickle, tickle, tickle like that. The same shapes through here. And we can build up the whole...
Like that? Is that it?
That's the way.
Like that? Is
Straight
that
away you've got that. That's coming on well, yes. So yes, that's it. That's
No,
good.
make the camera point.
No, you're fine. So that's good. Remember the trees always go thick to things. So thicker here, thinner here. Now start to bring up you've got to put all of these purples in here, and then what you're doing here. But when you look at these, make sure you look at the little marks, make sure they're like the marks that are here. So up here, look, when you do this bit, it comes out, it's little marks coming out. Okay, put more purple on here next.
Yeah. I could spend
So you see twiggy marks I'm making now, look, afterwards, twiggy marks with the end of the pastel, look, the twig marks. Yeah, we're going to have lots of fun with this.
Yeah, I'd be able to do this all day.
Well, you can use your other pastels when you get home to do them yourself in the same way.
Yours
Right.
looks so much better than mine.
Well, yours is just starting. I'm faster than you, that's why. And I've done it before, haven't I? Cheating, because I've done it before. But not to worry, we'll soon get you there. Right, there we go. There we are. I'm ready to do my next stage. Wait for you to catch up now. Now, you see, we've got some places where you've lost the shapes a bit. And you've still got your blues here. What we do, so we can bring this colour back, and if it's not quite right, we can draw into it, look. So we can make that tree a bit thinner by drawing into it, and we can bring some of these blues and dots down into here, like that. The same up here. Let this dry a bit, but when it's dry, we can come around with that colour, and we can put that through these little bits of branches.
Yeah,
you see how
so
we get
it's like
the blue in between, that's it. And then this light one up here will be the same. We can bring these little bits of blue into here like this, like these gaps in between, look. Yes, I'll give you that one. You can start putting bits of blue back into the holes, look. Like up here and around there, yeah. Wherever these little bits are shining through. I'm going to go and show you again. Right, watch what I'm doing again. We're going to take that black and now we're going to do the same thing sideways, but we're not going to completely cover it. We're just going to go in places like this where the dark areas are, like that.
Like that.
Yeah. Just sideways, making those dark areas.
Mostly black at the top.
That's right. Wherever you see the dark, and make the marks about what the marks that are there. We're going to paint this in with the brush again in a minute as well, but more carefully this time. We're getting more and more careful gradually. Right down through here.
Can you use
Where you see the black.
brush?
These little dark pine cones up here, look, I'm going to put them in dots and dashes. Do you see how I'm doing this, look?
So like you can even do it down. Like
Through there, and there's these
on this.
pine cones, dot, 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 dash, dash, dash through here. I won't do too much detail, just enough to... The big tip of the brush.
Paint it.
To do textures, look, I'm going to zigzag it like this, zigzag, leaving the purple underneath. Don't paint all the purple out, just paint the shadows in like this, look, in blobs. Blob, 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 blob. And like that.
It's like dark everywhere.
Yep. That's good. Get the black in. If it's still too wet, you've got to wait for it to dry a bit, but you'll catch up with me.
I think it's been more than half an hour, like you said.
I think we might. Well, I said between half an hour and an hour actually, but you'd be surprised how quickly we'll do this using the brush a bit.
Where are we going to put it?
So our next colour is going to be this lovely blue. Now if you look at your photograph, can you see the very deep blues coming into here, look? Can you see those? Yeah, down here.
Yeah.
Can you see the colours?
Yeah.
You look for colour. Coming up into here, look as well, around here, down here even, under that tree there. So I'll give you the side of my pastel and just gently just bring it in there. Just bring it down this tree here, around that side there, like that. Look how that colour comes, look. Isn't it lovely? And it gives us more light. It's not easy to see, is it? You've got to learn.
No, it's really hard.
Yeah, you've got to learn to see now. So being a real artist now, we're learning to really look and see. So that's that bit done for me. I'll let you catch up again.
Help me.
You don't need much brushes now because we can just use the pastel really now.
Can you help me?
Yeah.
Can't see it at all.
It's not this. Seeing colours is a new thing to learn. We see. I mean, for instance, down here, look. See the blue. There's more blue there.
Yeah.
That's it. You can see it down there. You can see it coming into. Look around here. Some coming through here. Look at the little bits of the blue ends here. All these little bits of the end of the pine trees here, look. It's coming into here, isn't it? There's a little bit up and through here, so we use it lightly like that. Just the edge of the pastel, just to go lightly, little touches here and there, through here. It's coming up through that branch, you've got it there already. It's coming up through here, down there, into there. There's another branch here you missed, we'll put that one in, shall we? Now you can't do it that way, like that there, because it's too wide, isn't it? So you've got to go that way, like that. We're going to go back now to the sky and the sea. So we put our brushes out of the way for the moment. Now look at all the different colours we've got in the sky, yeah?
Like white.
And there's pinks behind here, and there's little bits of white, and there's... I want you to look in your...
Pink on the horizon.
I want you to look in your box and see where these colours are. For instance, this colour now is starting to come down into the sea. Now you've got to start to put these... Wait a minute, don't rush. You've got to start to put these into shapes. This takes more looking, yes? So they see the wave shapes there. Yeah, look, you see that wave shape? I'm going to put that wave shape into here on top by pressing a little, just the tip of the pastel, pressing a little bit harder. I'm going to draw these shapes in. This takes a bit more work. This isn't just slick. So you've got to look, and that comes right behind. It comes through the tree. Look here behind. See how it comes behind that tree? There, look. Yeah. You've got to come out there, and you've got to make these wave shapes just where they are. Lightly in places, thinner, they go smaller as they go back, don't they?
It's got something in there.
We've got to look for these colours in the distance, in the background as well. On the horizon here, there's some pink, isn't there? Do you know what the horizon means?
Yeah, it's like
where
the line where the
sky meets the land. That's it, yep, that's up here.
The land about it is.
We've got to get that right.
It looks good when you take off the paper.
You start to see it working now, yeah.
Can I draw the horizon?
You put in what colours you want, wherever you think they are. It's up to you now to look. I'm going to start to use a bit of pink now, some of this very light pink here, look, and put that into the distance here, look.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
You put whatever colours you want, whenever you want, from now on, you just enjoy them. And whenever you see them, just look carefully. It's all about looking. You have to look
I
and
know it does.
put the right colours in the right places, in the right shapes. And then all these little bits of pink, look how they come, there's bits of pink coming down the branches even there. So it's a turquoise. Look, see this turquoise green here? I'm going to put some of this turquoise green in the background. Now, I'm going to show you the trick. This is a cool green, turquoise green. Watch carefully what I'm doing, because we're going to do this in just a moment. I'm going to put some even deeper green in there in a moment. There's some really dark green as well. So that was a cool green, and I want some really dark green. That's this one here. So there's the cool green and some darker green. Now, if I now come back to my warm greens and yellows, if I take a warm green to go in there, that's this one. Look how I can make the sunshine happen. Watch now. We've got the darker ones. Now look, I can put the sunshine in on top. You see how I get the feeling of sunshine suddenly? Yeah? So that was the cooler ones, the bluey greens. And then we have these warm orangey greens coming in on top.
Those turquoise.
Those are cool blue. They're a blue, but they go towards a cool green, don't they, as well? But you want an even deeper one. It's that one I was looking at. See that very, very dark, almost green blue. You're doing really well. That's good. Lovely. Are you enjoying it then?
Yeah.
Lots of colour, isn't there?
I
Yeah.
love art.
Good.
It's one of my favourite subjects at school.
Right, so we've got all of these colours to put in everywhere. So deep greens, cool greens, and then we'll put the warm light greens on afterwards, not straight away. So I'm doing all my shadows and cooler colours here first. And I'm going to come back in with the warm colours afterwards.
Green.
Look how much green there is in that, look, the deep green going into there. Very dark green that, lots of dark green in there.
Yeah, it is.
So we can just work our colours backwards and forwards, putting them in as we want, when we want. But we've got to get all those different blues right in the background as well. Look at that lovely bright pink I've got there. Sugary, if you've got one of those. And that's coming
I've got loads.
Yeah, you've got lovely, see how that pink comes in here, look. That comes in here as well. Really look for these colours and make them sing. I think that painting is a bit like music. Do you know what I mean? Because you've got high notes and low notes, and we've got high colours and low colours. We've got all these different colours, and that pink comes in here. Oh, look at that! Oh, isn't that lovely, that colour there, look. Comes in through here. So we're working on to our details more now, and
They'll look better.
yeah, and getting a bit more care in it.
How long have we been doing this for?
Ooh, not that long, about half an hour I should think now. We're getting well on. I mean, we're almost done, aren't we, already? We've got well into it. We don't need to do a lot more, I don't think. You've got to keep your
I've
arm
got like a full hand.
keep your arm off the picture now. So try and keep your arm off the picture while you're doing it now. Not easy, but the last stages, Abigail. The last stages to finish a picture. You're doing really well. Now I'm going to go back with my darks at the end. I'm just going to put some darks in. So I've got all my lights in now, Abigail. Now I'm going to go back at the very end with my darks and very carefully just put some of this black back in again. Not too much, just in places, but that's at the very end. You haven't quite got to that stage yet. It's just so lovely to play with all these colours. These beautiful colours we've got. It really cheers us up on this winter day.
Why does yours look so good?
Because I'm concentrating, getting my darks in and getting my colours in. What you've got to do now, yeah, sure. All you've got to do now is, that's great. We're doing just fine.
Yeah.
At the very, very end, like now, I'm going to start putting a little bit of white in here and there. Get these lights. Right, so you carefully put these bits of white in now then. Don't put your arm on it anymore. Yes, you're almost done. Get all those darks in down there. Wherever you see any more darks, carefully draw them in. Keep your hand off it, that's it. Dot and twist. Lovely, Abigail, that's the way. Look at the picture and then check back where they are. That looks brilliant. That's it, don't smudge your hand on it. Keep your hand off it, that's right. Dot and twist, and that's, you're going to finish your picture, and then we've got to sign it, and then we'll put them up together.
Sign it?
Oh, sure.
Can I do it like Da Vinci did, but write my name backwards?
No, you just concentrate on what you're doing first. Let's don't run before you can walk, as they say. Any more darks anywhere else you can see?
Yeah, lovely.
Right, do them then, that's it. Wherever you see them now, do the darks, and then we're finished.
Yeah, can I take off the sellotape now?
Oh, yeah. Hang on a minute. Whoa, don't rush. Right, so just do your name now, and that's it. We'll finish at that. You've enjoyed that, haven't you? It's exciting, isn't it? Lots of lovely colours. You've got pastel over your face. You've got more pastel on your face than you have on there.
Looks like a bed slide.
And tell me what you think about doing that painting. Did you enjoy doing that? Was it different?
Yeah.
Look at the camera. And so what was best? All the colours? You loved all the colours?
Yeah.
You liked using the water as well?
I like getting my hand covered in it.
It was good fun, wasn't it?
Like
so we've got to get
facing.
cleaned up now. Right. So would you tell somebody to wear their old clothes then? Look at the state of you. That's enough. Better get washed up and cleaned up now then. Right, well, Abigail's just disappeared with the painting back to her parents, and was obviously pushed before she lost concentration to get this one finished. But I wanted to work on mine a little bit more yet. I was a little bit rushed, just showing her. Pleased with what she's done. It just shows how simple it is to use this technique, and how fluid and versatile it is, even for youngsters. So I hope you'll have a go at it as well. I just want to work on this one a little bit more then, and I'll show you the final pictures. Well, I think that's as far as I can go with that one actually. Plenty of colour in it, and cheers me up a little bit. Takes me back to the Med those years ago in Provence when I was walking around that headland, and thinking of Cézanne at the time with his pine trees, a little bit like that with those sorts of colours. Monet, of course, was painting like this as well. Both painters that I love.